50 and verse 16. So going back to this, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, verse 1. Surely vain are all men by nature who are ignorant of God, and could not out of the good things see, Salakia, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is. Neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster, but deemed either fire or wind, or the swift air, or the circles of the stars, or the violent water, or the lights of heaven to be the gods which govern the world. That sounds retarded as shit to me, man. How am I going to come out here and look at fire? No fire was created. As those Muslims say, kun fayakun. Okay? All those elements and all those things were created by the Most High through His Son. Okay? So what kind of idiot, what kind of dumbass is gonna say, you know what? Let me go worship this animal, or let me go worship the air, or let me go worship nature. All you bullshit idiots about Mother Nature. Well, guess what? She needed Father to be created. So get the hell out of here with that crap. A lot of you guys are stuck in that Queen of Heaven shit. Got your ass so far up the woman's pussy that you can't even think. You can't think with this one, or you can't think with the little one. Bunch of guys out here stuck underneath that Queen of Heaven shit. Fucking idiots. Your woman say something, and all of a sudden you, oh, okay, baby, all right. Like a simp, a fool. You ain't no man. Fuck out of here, man. Yeah, as a matter of fact, an idiot would let a woman rule his life. These women are nothing but grown-ass children, okay? That's why the Lord said He put a man above. You got the man, you got the woman, and then you got child. The most important thing, you got the Most High, His Son, the father of the family, the mother, and then the children. That's how order is handed down. But this society don't like order. This society likes fuckery, okay? How it be a man pay for the house, pay rent, and then get a knock at the door. Oh, you gotta go. She can stay, but you gotta go. Fuck that shit. Tell that bitch to go in the yard or something. But this society is so pussy whipped and under the Queen of Heaven worship that they'll fucking do those type of things, man. But here it is, a man's busting his ass at work, and this bitch is out there sleeping around like a dog. He finds out he gotta get the fuck out of the house, and she can stay there. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like we said, if you ain't talking about this, if you ain't out here on the highways and byways doing this work onto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, you are for that shit. And if you're for that shit, the Most High is for you. You can say, Lord, 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 all you want that day. You can even learn His name and scream it all day long. It don't matter. YAHAWASHI is saving you. You weren't out here doing this. You weren't out here proclaiming. You weren't putting up videos. You weren't praying unto Him. You weren't following His ways. So fuck you. May the Most High destroy your ass, man. All of you. Fucking bug outs. Going back to Judges chapter 10 and verse 16. And they put away the strange gods from among them and served Yahweh. And his soul was grieved for the misery of Israel. Okay? Now the main point, back in Genesis, this was told by Jacob to his household to do the same thing. Okay? Now this is what I'm getting to. You Israelites, through the process of time, you're still coming back in your lot, in your stead, doing the same fuckery that you were doing back then to now. Okay? It's still grieving us. Okay? It's still grieving us. When we look around and we're like, you know, see, hey, if this was Jay-Z or Nicki Minaj or Cardi B or something, on one of these corners right here, you see everybody's grandmother out. People that don't even know the bitch will be out here. Okay? And fling him a few words to say, everybody around the podium. That's why they say when the rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. But when the poor man, us, when we speaketh, they say, what fellow is this? And if we fall, guarantee they're going to kick us down, man. So let's go into what Jacob told his household. Genesis chapter 35 and verse 2. Then Jacob said unto his household, to all that were with him, put away the strange gods that are among you, and be clean and change your garments. Okay? Jacob. This is before Moses, man. Okay? Jacob. Okay? This is before. Listen to me. Listen to me. This is before Moses, man. Okay? Are you listening? This is before Moses. Told him, yo, put away these strange things, man. Stop dealing with these things. Okay? Now let's go into the time of Egypt. What are they doing there? Same thing. They asked Aaron to make a golden calf out of all the earrings that they got, all the gold that they borrowed from their neighbors. Okay? And they were very threatening about it. You know, they were very, hey, you better make us that golden calf. You know, in that type of fashion. Hey, man, if you don't read your history, you ain't gonna know. And to all you so-called Negroes, all you so-called Latinos, all you so-called Native Americans, this is your history right here. Okay? Stop letting somebody else tell you, oh, the so-called white man wrote that book. Shut the hell up, man. Dumbness. Any excuse not to read the scripture. So-called white man wrote that. I don't want that. Yeah, but you'll go and sit down and fucking read that Back to Africa shit and say we're Egyptians. So-called white man wrote that too. Fucking idiot. That's how you know you guys don't know what inspiration of the Most High is. Who the Most High will inspire to do things. Give that breath, that spirit. But you guys don't understand the RAWCHAA. You don't, because it's not in you to understand that. If the Most High take a heathen like Alexander and inspire him to rise to a level and then fall. Didn't you read in Daniel 4:17, it tells you that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. Whoever he wants to set up, that's whoever he wants to set up. So the Romans had their time, the Assyrians had their time, Assyrian, Babylonian, everybody had their time. Time and chance happened to every man. Next up is Israel. That's it. And that's the end. So now, you Israelites are being shown a grace period. The Lord told you, get right before I come. Going back to Ezra. 2nd Ezra chapter 9. Measuring down the time. That's why he gave us this history book. Okay? This great history book that tells us, because everything in it is faithful and true. That's why it was caused to be written in paper. Okay? So it can be expounded on and remembered and kept close to the heart. But you Israelites, what are you doing? You're joking. You're watching the NBA finals. You want to watch football. You want to worry about Nicki Minaj's ass or titties. The Lord made 7 women to 1 man. Why the hell are you so caught up? Back again, Queen of Heaven worship. Whoa. What we were speaking about, me and the Ark last week at camp here, Queen of Heaven, right? Let's watch this now. Jeremiah chapter 7 and verse 17. Seest thou not what they do in the cities of Jerusalem, in the cities of Judah, and in the streets of Jerusalem? The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle fire. The women knead their dough to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven, and pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger. Okay? When we go into Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 31, I told you the Lord will twist you up, man. Fuck you up bad. Fuck you up something, man. But you guys don't listen. It falls on deaf ears, man. This word is a stumbling block onto you. You won't take the time to consider nor learn what's going on. The problem is with our people, they love this society. What does it tell us in Jeremiah? Let me get that real quick. Oh, slacky, I'm right here. Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? And that's what you Israelites are doing. You're casting off this word. You'll walk by, you see us, and not even say, yo, let me stop. My spirit is clicking. Let me stop for a second. I listen to this word. Let me take some reproof. Let me take something that's good for me home, man. Because all that money, there ain't nothing that comes and goes. It tells you also in Proverbs that riches make themselves wings and fly to heaven. When you die, where the hell does that money go? It goes, hey, if it's in your coffin, it's gonna get eaten by worms, just like your body. So the thing you must consider while you're here is to do what? Do the will of the Father and the Son. If you have some consideration, and if you have faith and belief, then you'll know, hey, I can't screw around, man. Let me just do this. But going back to this, Jeremiah 2. Jeremiah 2 and 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore thou hast also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Okay? And let's go into something real quick. Real quick, Israelites. Behold, listen up. This word is for you. It's not for anybody else. You don't want that smoke with the Most High. Talk about pull up, pull up. You don't want the Most High to pull on your ass, man. He gonna beat you. He gonna beat you something. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith YAHAWAH, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Okay, and that's what our Israelite people are doing. They're adding sin to sin. They don't understand that, look, there's a covering cast that's been spread upon the people from the so-called white man. Okay? He doesn't even know who the fuck he is either. And it's all the way from the top elites, okay, of the so-called white man. The elites, the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers, all of those guys, they are the chief elites of the so-called white man. They're way above Trump. They're way above Bush. They're way above any of those puppets. Okay? So the so-called white man sees them and says, well, that's our those are the guys. No! There's guys behind, as they would say, the shadow government. They're behind the shadow government, man. They're that 1% that are running the world, man. When you look at NBC, CBC, all those things, they all link up to one thing, man. But here it is, our people being rebellious, going to take a covering of this place because of the FRNs. Like I said, the pawns of the so-called white man, they don't even know who they are. They're being told that they're white and we're black. This guy's Indian and that guy's Chinese. Not so. Okay, that's a covering cast. Who you are, it says right here in the scriptures. Your nation is right here on this chart. You're not no Indian, you're not no Chinese. Those are further things that are made up. That's a covering cast. We'll get who you are right here in the scriptures. Because like we say, you guys are dumb. You have no, how's the word go? You have no foresight, man. I'm trying to find a scripture here. I'm pretty sure it was 7. 77. Actually, it's right here on the. It's right here. Actually, YAHAWAH, and that's the importance about having these things out here, man. Oh, 25. I was thinking it was 35 to 7. Isaiah 25. Okay. Let's get into that covering cast that the so-called white man has covered this whole world with, and the elites chiefly. But the rest of y'all keep it up. You say, I'm a white man. And then you Israelite, oh, I'm black. Oh, I'm Latino, I'm native. That's not what you are, man. That's a covering cast, man. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay? So right now, the wicked is doing whatever he feels as. Any society, whoever is the one that's taken over that society, you have to adhere to what they're saying, okay? You have to adhere to their laws, statutes, and their commandments, okay? Whoever takes over. If so-called East Indians took over this whole world, we'd have to adhere to them, okay? Right now, what's the major language that we gotta speak? English, right? Well, there you go. If the so-called Chinese took over this society, guess what? We'd have to learn Chinese, okay? If the so-called Hamites, the Africans, took over this place, we'd have to learn some Zagawaga, whatever the fuck it's called, right? But who's ruling the world? The so-called white man. Hands down, bottom line. Try to fuck with his empire. See what happens. You get teared the fuck up, okay? The army will come in and tear you the shit up, and you won't be able to do nothing, okay? So don't think you strong. When the Most High, whoever he put in control and in power, that's that. There's in Acts, Theamos, I can't remember his name exactly, but he took a company of 400 men, trying to make a name for himself, to go fight these guys, and they all got slew. That wasn't sent from the Most High for you to go do that, but you went and did that, and then you got chopped up, you got ruined. Why? Because you were going against the powers that be, that the Most High set in control. So no matter if the Indian, white man, whoever, Chinese, whoever the Most High set in power, when it's his time to go down, the Most High has set his time to go down, okay? So let's get into this real quick covering cast that Esau Edom, so-called white man, has placed across the whole world, even upon himself, okay? And you're not so-called white. That was something that was made up by a dog named Timothy W. Allen in the 1600s. That post over there is white. That's white, okay? That phone is black. That's black. And people are none of those things, man. Show me the so-called black man, and show me the so-called white man. You can't. And you know it's true too, because you're damn pinkish, and we got different hues of brown, different shades of brown, which contain red in it. The so-called white man got red in him too. Blood showing forth in the skin. Everybody, the so-called Chinese too. Okay? But the main point, in fact, is who are these people on this chart here? Okay? And they do exist because the Most High has brought it into existence, right? Simple as that. So let's go to this covering cast real quick. Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Okay? Did you hear what I said? Let me read it again one more time. Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Okay? So over all these nations, they're walking around thinking that they're Indian or Chinese. You're not. You're a Moabite or you're Elam, okay? You're either Esau, Edom, Jacob, okay? A Moabite, simple as that. So now you got these people out here saying that they're this and they're that. That's not what it is, okay? What it is what the Most High said it is. Okay? You got a question? So ask the question. Stop floating around like that. Anyways, these people are bugging. But yeah, going back into this, so there's a covering cast over all these people. Okay? There's a covering cast over all these people. And this man may think he's a so-called white man, just like that bitch. And this person might think that they're the so-called Indian, or the so-called Chinese, whatever, or the so-called African, and we're the so-called blacks. None of those things, man. That's a covering cast. What you are is what these charts say you are. Okay? What you are is through your father, the bloodline. Okay? So there's no way of running and escaping these facts of what the Most High has put forward. But Israel, you know, being as wicked as they are, will not listen, will not hearken. Okay? Let me give you another scripture. Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many. And that means us trusting in his system, trusting in his ways, trusting in the strength of this society. Say, oh, this guy got army, he got boats, ain't nobody fucking with this place. You know what I mean? And that's tough. That this is the land with the land of the land of basically the land with no borders, man. This is an open land, okay? Any second now the nukes are about to hit this bitch, okay? And you got regular society walking past, not giving a fuck, not considering, because they dumb. They're subjected to be stupid, okay? They don't have no prudence. That's why the main point, going back to what we were saying, the Lord sent prophets onto his people to wake them up and speak to them and tell them, yo, this is what's going on, this is what's happening. But they won't listen. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because there are many, and in horses because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahawah. Okay? So they don't seek YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. They don't understand this time we're to give praises unto YAHAWASHI. The Father don't even want to see us no more. Okay? The Father's fed the fuck up with us. Okay? Really fed up with us. As a matter of fact, let me get a scripture back in, because I kept quoting it this whole week. And Salaki about, you know, the videos not being put up well, and Esau's fucking with my channel. He's blocking one channel, ready to block the next one. It's not a pretty sight, man. But hey, I know I'm suffering for the namesake of YAHAWASHI, okay? Not for these heathen ass people out here, for YAHAWASHI. Because they're gonna do this for what? His namesake. They're gonna you know, do all that wickedness onto us because they hate YAHAWASHI, okay? Exodus chapter 32 and verse 9. And Yahweh said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them. Okay? Get vexed against them and destroy their ass, man. Because here it is, they just came out of Egypt. And they're telling, yo, Moses is just a couple of kilometers up. Alright? Now here it is, they're looking at Aaron and threatening him and tell him, yo, make that golden calf for us. That golden calf is what got us out of here, okay? But guess what? I'm going back to this. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make of thee a great nation. So the Most High was like, don't worry, Moses. I'm going to destroy their ass and make a nation out of you. Okay? Out of your seed, out of your loins, out of your testes, okay? Out of your balls, out of your sperma, out of your DNA, okay? So the Lord said out of Moses, he was ready to make a nation, a great nation, okay? Out of him. But he said, you know what? All right, I'm going to chill. I'm going to chill. Moses was pleading for them, okay? But hey, what Jeremiah say? Jeremiah said, pray not for these people, man. Fuck them. Because they don't listen. They don't consider. They're ignorant, impotent, fucking hard-headed children, man. You give them the instruction and they spit in your face. Like I said before, Israelites are hard fucking headed. You tell them, yo, there's wet paint right here. Don't go on the wet paint. You don't even have to turn your head. By the time you blink, they all covered in wet paint. And they go, help, help, covered in wet paint. Fucking idiots, man. That's why when we come out here, we get so set. We get so vexed. Because Israelites, oh man, that's one of the biggest headaches. That's one of the biggest headaches in the world, man. Forget all these other nations. We know they're bound to go off. Cool. But you, Israel, come on, man. It's like, holy shit, man. You know? Let's go into another scripture right real quick. Yeah, this one is Isaiah chapter 36 and verse 6. Lo, thou trusted in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is the Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Okay? And the Lord said, don't put your trust into man. Okay? Us Israelites have been doing that for quite some time now. Okay? Instead of putting their trust into YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. Now, Egypt, house of bondage, representation of here as well. It's not just talking about Egypt over there in so-called Sinai Peninsula, around them side there. Okay, it's not talking about there. It's using that word as bondage. Okay? This place is a house of bondage. Now, look what happens for putting your trust into the house of bondage, okay? The Lord said, don't put your trust into the house of bondage. Put your trust into YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. Oh shit, this is loud. Better not be ringing. Okay, it's not ringing. That's the first. I need to put airplane mode on. That first, AHCHYAM. I didn't put no airplane mode on. Anyways, let's go into this. Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 5. Thus saith YAHAWAH, cursed be the man that trusteth in man. And that's what our Israelites counterparts been doing. They've been putting their trust into man. The Lord keeps telling you, stop fucking around, man. In the time of Moses said, let me alone, let me destroy these people, man. Even up to now. So you're telling me that we're not these people? You're trying to tell me involve myself in society? Fuck no, man. I can see with the prudency of what the Lord has given me that, hey man, we are those people. Ain't nobody else. So-called white man got it down packed. So-called Chinese got it down packed. So-called Indian, Hamite, all of them, they got it down packed. The only people that are feeling these curses is Israelites. I don't care if you look white. I don't care if you look Chinese. I don't care if you look Indian. If your spirit is in you as an Israelite, spirit bear witness with our spirit. If your spirit in you is an Israelite, you're an Israelite. And you're going to go through those things, okay? Let's check a scenario. You may be the so-called white man, okay? Rich a little bit, okay? Now, everything that you involve yourself into goes to shit. And all your homeboys, from the time you're little, okay? Everything you involve yourself in goes to shit. When you reach 25, you lost all the money. Now all of a sudden you're 30-something, you broke on your face. Zero intelligence, man. Lack of knowledge. This society is going down. But anyways, you broke, 40 years old, in and out of this and that, blah, 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 child support, this, that. Hey, any Israelite, okay? I don't care what you look like. You may have that status as them, to look like them or whatever, but you gonna go through shit, okay? Here it is, you got a fresh, brand new plate of food. Everybody walked, everybody was good, but as soon as you hit the corner for some odd reason, shit goes like that. Flies out of your fucking hand. Same with your operations, same with your business, same with your life, same with every fucking goddamn thing that's in around you and everything. You know, you may have started off good, and then the Lord said, nah, I'm gonna turn this shit up. You ain't getting the benefits of these other nations. You're Israelite. Though you may look like one of them, you're Israelite. Our seed is scattered everywhere, okay? It's not just, oh, these so-called Negroes or these so-called Latinos. No, you're gonna have Israelites that look fucking Chinese, so-called white, so-called Chinese, so-called Indian, okay? You're gonna have Israel spread all over the world, okay? It happened back in Acts, back in chapter 2, verse 5. As you can see, they came from everywhere, right? And now, it's all over the world, okay? In Baruch, let's get it real quick. I'm gonna close out, didn't want to make this too long. Just wanted to bring some things out. Obviously, glorify and praise our Father and His Son, and do the work, man. That's it. Let's go to Baruch, chapter 2, and verse 30. Oh, you know what? Slack it. Let me start out in 29. Baruch 2 and 29. If you will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations where I will scatter them, okay? And guess what? That could go to say a lot. When you really check it, not all the Chinese are Israelites. Not all the so-called white men is Israelites. Not all blah, 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 okay? There are a small number, even amongst those fucking dirty-ass Amalekites, okay? Our spirit knoweth that there's some of us scattered amongst them, okay? And I even go as far as to say this. Those ones that so-called Hitler, Adolf Schuckelberg, okay, did burn and kill and gas